I bought a new tool which has significantly helped my vocal mixing. I'll show you that in a second. Just quickly, the best way I'm currently working with artists like DZ is I send him the beat as a WAV file. He replies with this, his best takes, and then yeah, I just export the takes and take him into a separate project. Don't have a limiter on your master. What BPM was that? 90, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay. Now, this is personal preference, but I like to have a kind of it's my free steps to getting the best vocals you can. First step is make the beat, export the beat, send the beat. Step 2 is collect the vocals. You export your beat, which you should already have saved. You bring it back in. This beat is super loud. That's okay. You bring your beat back in, and we're going to bring our vocals in that our artist has sent us. Oh, by the way, leave a comment too. Do you prefer videos with face cam or without face cam? I feel like if you're gaming, face cam's a bit, more funny. If you're making music, you don't really need to look at my fucking face. But, let me know down below. A quick snippet without anything done to it, right?
Honestly, I'm nihilistic and savage as prehistoric dinosaur. So on the mic, I'm the one that you don't ignore. Leave a hole in your dome like a porpoise and tossing corpses for the sake of only studying process of rigor mortis. Thought I told ya I'm a soldier. Bars as heavy as boulders, couldn't lift my bar higher if weights were on either side of everything that I've been saying. Tatted up with Nintendo, but I promise I ain't playing, not catching my innuendos. Competition slaying since crashing the PlayStation. Planets detonating from TJ Martian invasion. I've been working.
Alright. So what I like to do is just, put verse 1 main. So this will be my main top layer, yeah? And just quickly, I'm just going to show off what this plugin can do, and then I'm going to make more videos, more in-depth kind of things and modules about the plugin. It's Nectar 3, right? I got it on sale, cheap as from Plugin Boutique. Now this plugin is great. So picture vocal mastering. That's all this is. So this is specifically made for vocals, right? For vocals. So as you can see, you've got pitch correction, which you can't turn turn off and on. This is by just default always on. So it corrects your vocals, and you've got the key, what fucking key you're in, semitone, yada yada yada. Alright, now you've got EQ, standard EQ, you've got compressor. Now you've got a de-esser, which is great. So that's for your S's and your that's for that. Delay, the delay in this is great. Dimension, which is also got a chorus, flanger, or a phaser, which is great. A gate. Now, a gate is just, you can just set a volume limit, and sound won't go over that limit or over that dB. Harmony, which is so fun. I use this for the layers and the ad-libs. I don't use this for the first layer though. Reverb, which is standard. And then this is great. This voice saturator is so well done. And you've got different, settings, analog, retro. These are great. But we're not going to use any of these for now. So what's great about Nectar is it takes a solid about maybe anywhere between 2 to 6 hours of work, right? Does it for you. So you're going to play the vocal on its own. Yep. I'll loop it just in case we run out of time. Yep. So what you do is vocal assistant. Now here, assist where the plugin will listen to your audio and create a custom preset which thinks it should do to your audio, and carve out space for the vocal by comparing it to another audio track and correcting frequency masking. So this is just like using a reference track, which I don't like doing. I've never done it. I probably never will. So this, right? Click it. Next. Now you can choose. You've got vintage, modern, dialogue. So obviously vintage is for like lo-fi and those weird crunchy songs. Modern is modern. And dialogue is if you want people to focus more on the articulate sound and more of a balance between what's being said. So because DZ's a pretty good spit, like a pretty good spitter, I'm going to click dialogue, but I'm going to keep the intensity at moderate. So obviously light, moderate, and aggressive, which is how hard the plugin's going to work with the settings. So obviously aggressive will probably be, you know, the settings like fucking maxed out. So I like to have that on moderate. So dialogue, moderate. Next, play the audio.
Honestly, I'm nihilistic and savage as prehistoric dinosaurs. So on the mic, I'm the one that you don't ignore. Leave a hole in your dome like a porpoise. I'm tossing corpses for the sake of only studying process or rigor mortis. Thought I told ya I'm a soldier. Bars as heavy as boulders couldn't lift my bar higher. If weights were on either side of everything that I've been saying. Tatted up with Nintendo, but I promise I ain't playing. Not catching my innuendos. Competition slaying since crashing the PlayStation. Planets detonating from TJ Martian invasion. I've been working on my growth. Music like a plantation. If you ain't hearing me right now, hope you fucking been bracing, cause I spit so much shit I'll soon be needing some braces. I've been taking this as fate, I ain't making no more mistakes, cause I've been showing all your love but seeing nothing but fake. So now I'm grabbing all your shine, the mafia taking your place.
Now, how good does that already sound?
Honestly, I'm nihilistic and savage as prehistoric dinosaurs. So on the mic, I'm the one that you don't ignore. Leave a hole in your dome like a porpoise. I'm tossing corpses for the sake of only studying process or rigor mortis. Thought I told ya I'm a
And then obviously what you do is then you play the vocal and then make slight adjustments, because you don't want to leave it exactly how, you know, it is a custom AI preset that it does. You don't want to leave it like that. You want to go through and then do your thing, you know. So here we go. I'm just going to do a slight changes while it plays. And then and then that's what's great about this. And then this is your perfect starting point. So that little 2-minute, you know, bit of audio that I played into Nectar has now taken away about maybe 3 to 4 hours worth of work for me. So instead of me sitting here for the rest of the afternoon pitching it and EQing and de-essing and then EQing again with compression, this has already done it all for me. So it's really great to help build up your workflow and the speed of how, you know, how quick you can get tracks done. All right. So I'll play this through.
Honestly, I'm nihilistic and savage as prehistoric dinosaurs. So on the mic, I'm the one that you don't ignore. Leave a hole in your dome like a porpoise. I'm tossing corpses for the sake of only studying process or rigor mortis. Told ya I'm a soldier. Bars as heavy as boulders couldn't lift my bar higher. If weights were on either side of everything that I've been saying. Tatted up with Nintendo, but I promise I ain't playing. Not catching my innuendos. Competition slaying since crashing the PlayStation. Planets detonating from TJ Martian invasion. I've been working on my growth. Music like a plantation. If you ain't hearing me right now, hope you fucking been bracing, cause I spit so much shit I'll soon be needing some braces. I've been taking this as fate, I ain't making no more mistakes, cause I've been showing all your love but seeing nothing but fake. So now I'm grabbing all your shine, the mafia taking your place. Honestly, I'm nihilistic and savage as prehistoric dinosaurs. So on the mic, I'm the one that you don't ignore. Leave a hole in your dome like a porpoise. I'm tossing corpses for the sake of only study.
This is great, really. Listen to this, right? I'll do it drastically so you can hear it.
Process of rigor mortis. Thought I told ya I'm a soldier. Bars as heavy as boulders couldn't lift my bar higher. If weights were on either side of everything that I've been saying. Tatted up with Nintendo, but I promise I ain't playing. Not catching my innuendos. Competition slaying since crashing the PlayStation. Planets detonating from TJ Martian invasion. I've been working on my growth. Music like a plantation. If you ain't hearing me right now, hope you
See, that saturator is great, man. It just adds that real nice tone and warmth to the vocal, you know. So that's great. And then another thing I'd like to have a look at is I usually put an image up, but that could be like at the end. Yeah, and that's about it, right? And then what I'll do is I'll add an EQ at the end afterwards. Just do a bit more, you know, a bit more subtle EQ changes.
Honestly, I'm nihilistic and savage as prehistoric dinosaurs. So on the mic, I'm the one that you don't ignore. Leave a hole in your dome like a porpoise. I'm tossing corpses for the sake of only studying process or rigor mortis. Thought I told ya I'm a soldier. Bars as heavy as boulders couldn't lift my bar higher. If weights were on either side of everything that I've been saying. Tatted up with Nintendo, but I promise I ain't playing. Not catching my innuendos. Competition slaying since crashing the PlayStation. Planets detonating from TJ Martian invasion. I've been working on my growth. Music like a plantation. If you ain't hearing me right now, hope you fucking been break.
So I can hear there's a lot of S's here, so we need to work on the de-esser a bit more.
Bar higher, if weights were on either side of everything that I've been saying. Tatted up with Nintendo, but I promise I ain't playing. Not catching my innuendos. Competition.
Okay, so that will just basically be me explaining how quick you can use Nectar to really help sort of pump through vocal mixing a lot quicker than you would normally, doing it on your own anyway. So the next video I will then explain how I take this one vocal sample and then layer it up anywhere between 8 to 10 times to get a real nice and full vocal. Alright,